Hello! In this video, we're going to have a look at how to edit the list of options available for a certain variable. So let's start with variables that exist on information pages. To do this, I just need to go to Database Administration. It's important to note that only database administrators will have access to this section of the database and will have the power to make any changes to the database's structure. So I go to Database Administration, Information Pages, I find the information page that this variable exists on, and I click Edit Page Structure. Now I can see all of the variables that exist on this information page, and I'm going to scroll down until I find the one that I'd like to edit. If I click on the three dots to the right of the variable name, I'll see a lot of options for things I can do to this variable. However, sometimes what I'll see is that I actually don't have the power to edit the variable options. This is usually because this variable is important for your funder reports, and if you were to edit the list of options available, it may affect how the data is reflected. So, if you would like to make any changes to those, just let us know and we'd be happy to help you. So let's find Profession, Employment. Perhaps I'd like to add an option here. I'm going to click on these three dots to the right of the variable name, and this time you can see that I do have access to edit these variable options. When I click on here, I'll see a list with codes on the left and the option name on the right. The code is how the database identifies which of these options has been selected, and it's very important that you do not use the same code twice for the same variable. So each option name has to have a different code associated with it. So what you can do is look at the numbers that already exist and then just enter the next number in sequence. Or, and this is what we usually recommend, is just start typing in the option name that you'd like to add here, and the code will just automatically be generated by the database. So let's click Save Changes here, and then Save Changes again at the bottom, and now that has been updated. It's important to remember that if I make a change to the variable options on one intake form, these will also be reflected on all of the other forms that this variable exists on. So if I look on my non-residential intake, you'll see that now I've made this change to employment on the residential intake, it has also been reflected on the non-residential intake. Okay, so perhaps I'd like to make a change to the variable options that exist for a variable on a point in time. So I'm going to click on Database Administration, go to Points in Time, find the point in time that I'd like to edit, click Edit Structure, and then I'm going to scroll down to find the variable that I'd like to edit. So perhaps I'd like to edit medical treatment provider / facility. So let's go click on these three dots to the right of the variable name, click Edit Variable Options, and then I can see here that we've got a list of different medical treatment providers. And I would like to add here General Practitioner. Okay, so I've added General Practitioner. The code has been automatically generated, and you can see that it's the next number that would come in the sequence here. But I don't want this to appear underneath Other. I would like it to appear above. So all I need to do here is click on the lines to the left of the code number and drag this up to the position that I'd like it to appear on the page. Then I can click Save Changes, click Save Changes, and those variable options will now have been updated.